Good morning. Today we are headed out to the Orlando Science Center because it's supposed to be exceptionally hot today. And the Orlando Science Center is a nice way to stay cool during these summer months because it's all indoors.
It's also really fun because they do have a new exhibit.
Yeah. It's called the Poozeum. And it's all about poop.
Was that for mommy? Oh, thank you. Thank you. I love that.
So we're not sure what all is in the Poozeum, but I'm excited to see what's there. Well, I take that back. I know one thing.
What?
They have a Guinness Book World Record holding prehistoric poop.
I didn't even know that was a thing. I didn't know that poop could be, is it like a fossilized
It's a fossilized poop?
Wow, okay. All right, well, let's go check it out. Let's go see this poop.
Let's do it. So here we are at the Orlando Science Center. It's about 35 minutes away from Walt Disney World, 26 miles. We're headed in right now across the Sky Bridge. It's a really neat feature that goes over top of this road. It's called Princeton.
So the other thing to note is if you wanted to make a full or even a half day of this, we are in the cultural corridor of Orlando. So there are other museums around that you can visit as well. So you can make it a whole day of museums if you wanted to.
So there's a sign out front that says face coverings are strongly encouraged, and we are starting to feel like we need to start wearing face coverings again because cases are starting to rise here in Orlando. Ooh, there's a photo op. Jen, do you want to be a spaceman?
Yeah, I think they're called astronauts.
I think I know more about astronauts than you do. Whoa, look at you.
Whoa.
You really are a space lady.
Thanks.
And the whole reason that that photo op is here is for Mars Fest, which happens, today's the 18th, so last day of Mars Fest. We made it just in time. With all kinds of programming available.
I'm excited to see the tiny Martian home.
Okay, that's downstairs. We can go do that first.
Okay.
Also, there's an exhibit happening right now called Rescue. Do you have what it takes to be a hero? I'm interested to see like what kind of things they have here. Like maybe we could save somebody by dangling from a helicopter?
I don't know. It looks like they're kind of talking about like firefighters, the Coast Guard, and other like emergency workers.
Yeah, so we just got out of the elevator on the first floor and we started walking towards, this is now called Four Roots Cafe. And they have some hydroponic gardens outside here.
This looks like living with the land.
It really does. How neat is that? And then they have these guys over here too. We're growing some microgreens. I wonder if this is where they start and then they head over into this one. I'll have to read about it.
So the way that this works is they pump the water up this cylinder to the plants on the top, and then that water slowly drips down to all the plants from the top to the bottom, and it ensures that each plant is getting like the proper nutrients, the proper minerals, and it says that these plants will be ready to be harvested in 2 to 3 weeks.
Wow, that's pretty quick.
Yeah, so you can really like grow a lot of plants in this little cylinder. It also holds 44 different plants, so this seems like a really like optimal way to grow plants.
Oh my, they have like a Instagram wall, but these plants are alive. Wow.
They even have a sign that says, yes, these plants are alive.
Yeah. And you know what? This place is the perfect place to take a photo while listening to Justin Bieber.
Oh, it's true. It also says that this is a vertical garden is what they're calling it.
Oh, okay.
Huh. So this is another way to optimize your space and grow lots of plants.
It's pretty wild that like you could have this in your house because it's here. Like it's inside of a building. Wow.
It's really pretty.
I kind of want to do this on one of our walls. Buddy, do you see the butterflies? Oh, look, I'm making a shadow. The butterflies will land on you.
Oh, will they?
Yeah. See, there's one on your shoulder, one on your head. Did you see the butterflies, buddy? Those are all butterflies.
Maybe it'll land on your finger. Oh, it's on your
There's
head.
one on your head. Start with pears here. Oh, these are potatoes.
Yeah, so this is the life cycle of composted vegetables. Here we go, you ready? Let's spin it.
Ooh.
Keep spinning, buddy.
I feel like I've never seen a potato make that. Oh, what are these, peaches? Oh, an eggplant?
Wow.
Gross. You gotta spin it real fast, buddy. Whoa! It's like we're on Loki. Like we're time turning, right? So the coolest part about that is that that's the cafeteria. Like that's where you go to buy your lunch and have lunch while you're here at the Orlando Science Center. And they have all these exhibits in there teaching you about where your food comes from and how you can grow food. After reading the signs, we found out that the tiny Martian home is actually located just outside the doors here, just beyond the cafe. So let's go check it out. As we walk outside, there is a sculpture here that is dedicated to the red-tailed pilots of the Tuskegee Airmen. So the red-tailed pilots are actually 355 of the most elite Tuskegee Airmen, and they earned the distinction for flying escort for our heavy bombers over Europe in World War II. And if you don't know who the Tuskegee Airmen are, they were 932 African-American pilots that graduated from Tuskegee, Alabama between 1942 and 1946. So here it is, the tiny green home, and this is located just outside of the Orlando Science Center over there. And today they're calling it the Tiny Martian Home. Got some gardens out front where you can grow your own food. What else?
So you can charge your Tesla on Mars.
Oh, look at that.
And heat your water.
Yeah. They're showing the difference between two shower heads. And they said to hold it until one fills up to the line. I feel like I can tell this one's already using way more water than this one is. Oh yeah, look at it. Ooh, it's kind of head to head right now. Okay, so this one right here, this shower head is much better.
Basically has gas within it that will darken to your command on the buttons down to the left. What it does is instead of blinds or curtains, you just block out the sun with the darker shade. It's just like sunglasses.
Okay, what was the gas that's inside of it?
I believe it's called a monochloride gas.
Okay.
Oh, cool.
So they're saying that this window is important because you got to block out the solar radiation because Mars does not have a magnetic field. I didn't realize that. Ooh, last time we were here they didn't have any alligators out there. We got some alligators now. So now we're headed up to the 4th floor to check on the Poozeum and to see some more Mars Fest stuff. We're going up an elevator, buddy.
They said we might see some Star Trek cosplayers outside of the Poozeum.
That's exciting. I don't think it's related.
No,
At least the Mars stuff. Ooh, we're doing it. We're heading into the Poozeum. Number 1 for fossilized, number 2. Look at that. That's a piece of fossil poop.
That is so bizarre.
Right?
I didn't think it was going to actually look like poop.
Me neither.
This is very strange.
This isn't part of the Poozeum, but they have all kinds of fossils. This is a giant sloth right here. And then various other skulls around. There's an alligator skull right there. There it is. The Guinness Book of World Records for the largest coprolite, which coprolite is dinosaur, fossilized dinosaur poop. And it is 2 feet 2.5 inches long.
Oh, this is from a carnivorous animal.
Look at that.
So I wonder if the herbivore animals, if theirs would look different.
Maybe. This is some poop, buddy. Oh my goodness. This is the photo that was on the sign. I didn't realize it was so gigantic. This piece of poop is huge. Let's see, this is number 6. Crocodilian. This is a crocodile poop.
Oh, really?
Yeah. For over 20 years, George Frandenson, founder of the Poozeum, explored the Earth looking for the world's largest coprolite. Measuring in at 26.5 by 6.2 inches, the newly found specimen, now named Barnum, they named the poop Barnum, was certified by Guinness World Records as the largest coprolite by a carnivore. Wow. I can't believe they named it. What would you name your poo? Like if you found a piece of, like a giant piece of fossilized poo, what would you name it?
So here's my question. These are some of the fossilized poops over here,
Okay.
but some of them are from unknown species.
Oh.
So what if it's just like a person?
Well, I think that it's too old.
Oh, okay.
You know, like
No, don't
number
do-
5 is 55 million years old.
Gotcha, okay.
You know, and like number 4 is, well, this is from a shark. It's 100 million years old.
This one is 5.
Oh, this one's number 5. Okay, so how do you know that that's what shark poops looks like?
I'm sure there are scientists that specialize in it.
Huh.
But also, how do you think these fish died? Do you think this fish died because he got too close to the poop?
Maybe. Also, this one is the largest coprolite found in Florida, and it's from an unknown species.
So they used several methods to make sure that this This poop, which was named Barnum, was indeed a coprolite, and they the methods that they used is it poop shaped? Which I would say yes, it is poop shaped.
Yeah, it looks like poop.
Does it contain a high percentage of crushed bone inclusions? I can't see any of that, but I'm sure it does. And then does it show the presence of phosphorus and calcium in significant amounts? And I imagine the pieces that are missing are maybe the pieces that they
like tested.
Yeah. And then also they wanted to make sure that it was found in close proximity to where T-Rex skeletons have been discovered. So if it was near a T-Rex skeleton, you could imagine that it is from a T-Rex.
Yeah, they have a few other poops over here. It's just so wild that these kind of look like rocks. Like, I feel like I've picked up a rock that looks like this before. And who knows, that could have been fossilized poop. Same with this one. Like, I feel like if you pick that up and you're like, oh, this is cool looking. This is like a nice little rock for my collection. Poop. From an ichthyosaur. So we came into a section called Dino Digs, where Jackson can dig through this stuff to try to find these fossilized bones.
Look at this one, look.
Ooh, what are we finding?
I don't know what this is.
I think it's a bone.
Do you think we'll find any coprolites in here?
Oh, maybe. You never know. I mean, it does say you have to find it near T-Rex bones.
Is that what this is?
Kind of looking like the skull of a T-Rex here. Let's see.
I didn't know. It's not a hairbrush.
Oh.
He's trying to brush his hair.
Oh, are you trying to brush your hair, buddy? Yeah, look at that. You're doing it. What's better than a baby with one shovel? Baby with two shovels. Life's pretty great for a baby with two shovels.
That's true.
Just walking around, circling around a T-Rex with a Mars Fest sign in its mouth. Did you find Mommy? There's all this cool sciencey stuff, and he's just making laps around a T-Rex. Jackson, a little bit startled by this creature, Star Trek creature. Oh, you guys are gonna be on the news.
Big news in Orlando, it's snowing.
It's gonna snow?
With our weather expert live right now at the Orlando Science Center. Take it away.
No yawning on the news, buddy. You got a point. Thumbs up. Oh, it's gonna snow. Don't forget to have fun in the snow. Yeah, you pointing? There's the snow behind you. No, look at that silly snowman. The other way. Oh, it looks like they're about to do a guided planet tour where a live presenter will go around and tell you facts about the different planets in our solar system. Before the presentation gets started, Jen asked if they could put Mars up. And there it is. This is what Mars looks like. Ooh, look at how interesting it is that there are so many craters down here on the bottom, but not very many up here. So I actually asked the person that was doing the guided planet tour why there were so many craters on one side of Mars, and she said actually the craters used to be all over Mars, but there are volcanoes on certain sections of Mars that have erupted and resurfaced it and like gone over and smoothed out some of the craters, which was very interesting. I had no idea that that sort of thing happened on Mars. As we were making our way back over to the elevator to head down to the second floor again, we noticed that there's a sign out here talking about how they're having a wedding showcase here on August 18th, because they do have weddings here at the Science Center after the museum closes. You can see this is the terrace, which is right there. All right, let's head into rescue. Oh, this is neat looking. Jackson's getting ready to live out his best Mobius dreams. He's jet skiing away. Look at you, buddy. So you have to follow the arrow to try to find people that need help. Oh, I see one. I see one on the horizon. You're gonna go save him, Jackson? Well, these waves all over the place. He's pushing his save him button. You're doing great, buddy. You're doing great. Oh, and you can see how they would use jet skis in real life to save people. Ooh. Uh-oh, watch out, there's some debris. Oh, there was another jet skier out there trying to save him. Look at me. I'm Mobius. For all time, always. Gotta go get our survivors. I'm coming for you, people. Don't worry, help is on the way. Okay, I think this is a move slowly through the exhibit to avoid obstacles. This is like a smoke-filled home. Oh my gosh, it's pitch dark in here. How do I see where I'm going? Oh no. This is like Halloween Horror Nights. What do I do? Oh, get down low. Go, go, go. You're doing great, Jackson. You're already low. We made it. So this is where we just were. We just went inside this little building here and we learned how to protect ourselves from smoke. Have smoke alarms and make sure you check the batteries often. Know your way out and know that hot air rises carrying all the smoke with it. So you got to stay low. And if you do get too close to fire and your clothes start to burn, don't panic. The best thing to do is stop, drop, and roll on the floor and roll over until the flames are extinguished. This removes the oxygen from the fire and puts it out. Oh, okay. So you have to determine what kind of fire it is. And you have to pick the correct fire extinguisher or water hose to put it out. Nice work. You put out an electrical fire with a powder fire extinguisher. Good job, Jen.
So this is a balance beam. This shows like some of the treacherous conditions that rescue workers may put themselves in to save somebody. So they may have to walk like this very tiny beam to get from point A to point B to rescue someone. Jackson says, no, I'll just walk through the river. I'm good.
Look at you, buddy. You're like a real life rescue worker.
Whoa, you did it! Good job! So this area isn't part of the rescue exhibit, it's just part of the actual science center.
Yeah.
It's like a permanent exhibit.
Yeah.
And so right here, it says to find this for tracking opportunities. So we're gonna push this button and I'm creating electricity. I definitely recommend this area if your kid likes buttons.
Right?
Jackson loves buttons, so he loves this area. It doesn't matter what the button does, he just wants to push it. He doesn't even care. He's literally not even looking at what it's doing. It's doing something really cool.
I'm creating lightning, and he's like, I just want to push a button.
He's like, just show me the button.
Look at what magic I made, buddy. He's like, look at me, he's doing the force. So this activity is called the Bernoulli table. So there's a sign over here explaining what's happening on the Bernoulli table. The floating ball is caused by a change in air pressure. Air pressure is essentially the weight of the air pressing down on Earth. As the air stream moves around the ball, it speeds up, creating a layer of low air pressure between the ball and the surrounding air. Since the surrounding air now has a higher air pressure, it creates a wall keeping the ball hovering in the stream of air. Of all the stuff in the Science Center, I had no idea that Jackson would lose his mind over the Bernoulli table. Down on the first floor now, there's a swamp that has all kinds of animals in it. There's actually a red-eared slider. And the last time that we were here, we did an animal encounter behind-the-scenes type tour of some of the animals here in NatureWorks. And we'll put a link to that in the description down below.
All right, so we did head back down to the first floor to check out the 4 Roots, the menu, because it is close to lunchtime. So see what they have here for lunch. This little buddy's getting hungry.
Jackson, what you eating? You eating a Sunbutter's Uncrustable? Yeah.
How is it, buddy?
You like it?
You look like such a big boy. My big
He's
boy.
eating that sandwich. And then Jen got the Italian. It looks pretty good, yeah. So this is all fresh and locally sourced.
There's some cheese, arugula, pickled red onion, salami, the ham. There's not a lot of meat on there, but it does look nice.
Yeah. And then mine looks even smaller because it's pressed. But I got the Cuban. Braised pork, ham, Swiss, mustard, pickles. Yummy, yum, yum, yum.
So I did, well, Jackson and I shared this Florida citrus bar. I ate about half of it. It's pretty big. The cool thing about this, it's fresh Florida citrus custard with a graham cracker crust. Tastes very similar to key lime with just like a little bit of extra tartness, I think, from like the lemon and the orange. I could taste that in there. But the neat thing is that it was made on North Virginia Avenue in Winter Park. So it was literally made right here in Winter Park.
Yeah.
So I love that you're eating locally when you're eating here at this little cafe. That's awesome.
So we're back up on the second floor after lunch, and I wanted to show that there are shows that happen in the theater down here at the end of the hallway, which is just to the left of the hall that we were visiting Rescue in. One of our favorite shows here is actually Kaboom! They blow stuff up. And they have movies too. And now we're gonna head into the gift shop before we leave. I mean, I don't think that I'm picky, but aren't all human bodies squishy? So weird. It's exceptionally squishy. This shirt's awesome. I wish this was on the front though. It's on the back. What does it say on the front? Stage awesome.
Still pretty cool.
I might get it.
I do like it.
Let's see if they have my size. That's a fun shirt for any scientist in your family. Doing stuff in a lab that would be a felony in a garage. $25. A Mission Commander doll. Includes a lunar dig kit where you can find these like fun gems.
I think this is really cool that they're showing girls like you can be an astronaut too.
Yeah.
You can also be a paleontologist.
Oh yeah, look at you.
And you can uncover a dinosaur bone.
Dig it out.
They look just like Barbies, but they don't say Barbie on them anywhere.
I like their tiny backpack. Oh, they have some fun science socks over here, like the Tacosaurus.
Oh, little toddler socks. It says Little Dipper.
Oh.
These are so cute.
That's Jackson. He is a little dipper.
Should we get him these?
Yeah. Also found a book for Jackson called The Little Scientist, a Discovery Primer. I like that it's got Jane Goodall on the front. Oh, it tells it's like a little biography of all these different scientists. There she is, Jane Goodall. I like that they have a NASA snapback. How cool is that? We also got this Women in Science book. Alright, so I think we're calling it a day from the Orlando Science Center because it's Jackson's nap time. I think we're definitely going to be back though because there's a lot of other stuff that we didn't get to see. So all in all, it was a fantastic trip out to the Orlando Science Center. We do recommend coming out either on a rainy day or a hot day.
Or just in general, just coming out and visiting the Orlando Science Center if you're in town. I would definitely consider using at least a day of your trip to explore the other things that Orlando has to offer other than the theme parks.
Yeah.
There's just a lot of really neat stuff, especially here in the cultural corridor. There's a lot of really neat stuff to do. Also, the museum is always changing exhibits.
Oh yeah.
So it's always a new experience, which is great.
So like that rescue exhibit that we went into, that's a traveling exhibit. That might not be here when you come. There might be something totally new there.
Same thing with the Poozeum.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So all in all, a fantastic day. And with that being said, we are off. We'll see y'all tomorrow.
Hello, we're Savannah and Brayden, and we're from New Jersey. Now it's time to pay the price.